Respected Director Sir, Dean Sir, HOD Sir, faculty members and my dear students. A very good afternoon to all of you. It gives me immense pleasure to invite Mr. Sushil Shukla Sir. He is the Vice President of IIC Cell of IIMT College of Management. Let's welcome Mr. Sushil Shukla Sir. He has a very rich and diverse experience of industry as well as academia. After serving for more than 10 years in Indian Air Force, he worked in reputed organizations like Reliance Infocom, Tata Teleservices, Reliance Telecom, Ericsson Global for 2 decades in leadership roles in network engineering function of information and communication technology. He is a global certified competency assessor through Ericsson. He is a PMP certified from Project Management Institute USA. He has been industry panelist for Symbiosis Pune, Noida, Bengaluru for final selection process of management students. He is a lifetime learner and strongly believe in growth mindset with the right blend of skill set to stay relevant in the dynamic business environment and truly inspire to create an impact through effectively contributing, mentoring, inspiring and adding value to ignited young minds so that their full potential can be realized. Let us welcome Mr. Sushil Shukla Sir on the dais with a round of applause.
Thank you so much, Soni ma'am, for such a warm welcome and nice words as an introduction of mine. Respected dignitaries, all deans and HODs, and respective faculty members, as well as dear students, I, Sushil Shukla, as Vice President of IIC-IIMT of IIMT College of Management, I am really feeling honored and privileged to take this opportunity to speak and say a few words towards the National Startup Day today. So this is really a very important day because the whole India is focusing on entrepreneurship. The whole India is focusing on innovation, and that is driven by creativity with the youth. As we know that we are privileged and really proud to say that India is having the youngest youth population across the globe, which himself is a very, very important aspect we should be proud of, because the potential of Indian youth is tremendous and can explore various possibilities, and that's why across the globe the developed countries are eyeing towards India to explore new business horizons and new possibilities and potential. So with this thought process, let us first understand why at all we are so much focused towards innovation, creativity, entrepreneurship, which is leading towards the successful startups. The current trend of successful startups in India is not very alarming. Do you agree with this or not? I hope it is highly alarming. The reason is very clear that even today, after these many years of independence, our situation for the successful startup is not very encouraging. So unfortunately, more than 20% startups only are successful in India. It means there are so many who are not so fortunate and successful, even though they start up with a very, excitement and courage and conviction, but the journey is not continued because of so many hurdles and factors and setbacks. So, with this thought process, I can say that since the success rate of Indian startup is very alarming and very few can only reach to the unicorn level where they have to, have a capital which is a turnover of more than $1 million. So we want more number of successful startups. We have more number of unicorns across India. Even though if you see globally, the United States is the first to have maximum number of unicorns across the globe. China is standing second, and proudly we can say, even if India is a developing nation, still it is standing third across the globe in the count of number of unicorns. But that is just one indicator. That is not the end of entrepreneurial journey of any startup. It means the gap is very wide. And since the gap is very wide, it means there is a lot of potential to explore and improvise the situation. And that is the reason there is a tremendous focus on Startup India, Make in India, Atmanirbhar Bharat, and so many campaigns are running all across India just to improve the situation that yes, how come we can have maximum number of successful startups or entrepreneurs so that they can really contribute to the growth of Indian economy, and not only growth, they can just establish, grow and sustain their businesses, and of course in turn they can solve various identified complex problems in different sectors, and once they can solve different problems, definitely business opportunity will be by default. So who is an entrepreneur? The entrepreneur is a person who can solve a specific problem of a specific sector in a very special way, in a very innovative and creative way. He or she is the person who has courage and conviction to have calculated risk, and also having very good communication skill, the leadership skill, problem solving skill, critical thinking, analytical thinking, and adopting and embracing change. Because you all know that those who are not adopting and embracing change in today's dynamic business world, it is very difficult to establish anything in terms of business growth. So, the traditional business approach is highly, regressive nowadays. So, for a smarter decisions to become a successful entrepreneur and create an impact which is positive enough to differentiate between a traditional business and entrepreneurial business. So there are different types of entrepreneurs who are imitators, innovators, drone type entrepreneurs, and Fabian entrepreneurs. So innovators are those who always embrace change, who have courage and conviction, who are always ready to adopt new ways of thinking, latest tools and technology all across their operations and execution. And that is the reason the innovators are market leaders. Why they are market leaders? Because they understand the end customers and users very well. And not only they understand, because you know that there is always changes in the aspirations and expectations of the end customer. Since there is change, the thing is not fixed, automatically you can say that even we have to chase that, we have to do a lot of market research to continuously getting update towards the aspirations and expectations of the end user and customers, across different geographies, and then accordingly we can design and improvise our product and services in the market so that we are keeping pace and meeting the customer expectation, and we have delighted customers. We have happy customers who can give a good reference, and of course once they are delighted and happy, the customer trust can be built, and definitely repeat business can be ensured. So that will ensure the growth potential and of course continuity of business, because business continuity is another aspect which is very, very challenging. We need to keep pace, we need to dynamically see things, and of course we can continue the same thing that way. So there are different problems in different sectors. So whichever entrepreneur is exploring their entrepreneurial journey in their respective sectors, they have to understand the problem very well, and the more they understand problems, their solutions will be cost effective and more closer to the optimum solution which they are looking for and which are catering the need of the end customers. Similarly, while designing the product or developing the product by IT team or any other manufacturing unit, we need to keep the concept that the product, which is a finished product available in the market for end users, that must be fitting into the expectation, because the fitment of the product or the fitment of the solution of the problems is really a professional approach, a structured approach, or a systematic approach to meet the set goals and targets of the business. So the startups are facing really challenges in India, and these challenges are very, very alarming. So even though we have a lot of focus towards the support system, and the key challenges of the startups or the entrepreneurs are initially the funding, the adequate funding, like what will be the source of funds. Not only source of fund, like there are angel investors, there are venture capitalists, there are different institutions or financial organizations which are supporting the funding. So we need to see at initial stage of business or a startup what level of funding is required, and afterwards how we can optimize and leverage the source of fund opportunity by consulting with the subject matter experts so that the right decision is taken towards the funds and the financial needs are addressed optimally and smartly. So for taking a smart decision, sometimes the business owner or entrepreneur is not enough. That's why it is their responsibility to onboard right skilled resource in the team so that they can effectively contribute towards the business journey of entrepreneurs. If the resource is not right fit, so it will not be acting as an asset, it will be acting as a liability. When the resource, whether it is human resource or infrastructure resource, once it is not productive enough, so definitely that will not be an asset and the contribution level will not be effective. So we have to keep this also into mind while smartly handling the execution of entrepreneurship journey plan. That right resource and right skill set is to be onboarded so that effectively they can contribute to the growth and projects which are lined up towards the end delivery schedule. So right funding, right skill set, right resource on board in the teams, and wherever there are gaps of the teams, skills and competency, we need to have right training and development, because you cannot hire a person which is exactly fitting to the requirement. So whatever gap is there, it should be identified well, and after identification, optimally we have to arrange and manage right trainer. And then as for the business needs, we have to provide adequate training so that each and every member in the team is contributing to the best of their ability so that your resources are optimally utilized. Apart from that, you have to continuously explore whom the subject matter experts or the consultants all across the globe so that you can apply the best practices which are available and their uh, guidance and mentoring is to be taken care so that wherever the changes are required or correction is required in your execution of the projects, you can very well implement that and you can leverage the advantage of subject matter experts as a consultant because they are industry experts and they know where to hit, right? At the same time, what we need to do is that continuously we have to improve different situations and wherever there is a chance of improving products and services based on the feedback from the government of India, based on the feedback from different agencies who are supporting agencies at central level, state level and district level. You have to seek support at the right time, starting from the startup till end, with the help of so many incubation centers where we can nurture the identified idea towards the problem solution fit and product fit so that whatever product and services are coming out of this journey, they are really viable in the market and the response is very encouraging towards the growth. And with the help of research and development and right allocation of budget and resources, you can do tremendously well in the business journey as an entrepreneur. So a startup journey has so many challenges. At the same time, how we handle and tackle, it needs a lot of experience. And by applying your own experience and your expertise, you can do wonders. So with this, I think just to summarize that since it is National Startup Day celebration today, I am really privileged to throw some light on certain aspects, but as still towards the audience and youth of this country, we need to continuously explore and improvise the things wherever we are so that we can contribute effectively. And with this, not only we are shaping our own career and future, we can effectively contribute to the growth of Indian economy as an entrepreneur, as a citizen of India, so that the target of Viksit Bharat towards the goal set by 2047, we can really contribute and proudly say that we are not developing nation anymore. Now we are like other developed nations, where we stand tall across the globe. So with this, I'm closing my session. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye. Thank you.